Hey psych goers, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to move God to give you the gender you prayed for. You see, if you're someone who is desperate to have a child of a particular gender, then this video is for you. We will look at some ways that you can pray to God and ask Him to grant your heart's desire. So stay tuned until the end of this video so that you don't miss out on any of these ways. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that you won't miss out on any of our future videos. Also, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below the video. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Number 1. Pray with faith. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you are praying with faith. James 5:16 says, "The earnest prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working." In order to have the child that you have always wanted, you must first believe that it is possible. You must trust in God with all of your heart and know that He will answer your prayers in His own time. This is not going to be easy though, because infertility and the struggle to conceive can be incredibly emotionally and physically draining. But you must never lose hope. Remember that even when you don't feel like it, God is still good. He still loves you, and He still wants to bless you. So keep praying with faith and eventually your prayers will be answered. Number 2. Seek God in prayer. Another thing that you can do is seek God in prayer. Psalm 50:15 says, "And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee and thou shalt glorify me." When you are praying, make sure that you are specific about what you are asking for. Don't just pray for a child. Pray for a child of a specific gender. Tell God how much you want this child and how long you have been waiting for him or her. Be honest with God about your feelings and don't be afraid to ask Him for help. It may take some time, but eventually your prayers will be answered. Just remember to be patient and keep seeking God through prayer. Number 3. Trust in God's plan. One of the hardest things that you may have to do is trust in God's plan for you. This doesn't mean that you have to give up on having a child of a particular gender, but it does mean that you need to be open to the possibility that God may have something different planned for you. Sometimes God has a way of working things out for our ultimate good, even if we don't understand it at the time. For example, maybe you have been trying to conceive a baby boy for years, but it seems like God just isn't giving you what you want. Instead, He keeps blessing you with baby girls. At first, this may be disappointing, but eventually, you may come to accept it and realize that God has a greater purpose for you and your life. Maybe He wants you to be a positive role model for girls and show them the importance of God in their lives. Or maybe He wants you to adopt a child in need of a loving home. Whatever the reason, you should ultimately submit to God's will and trust that He knows what is best for you. After all, He loves you more than you could ever love yourself, and He only wants what is best for you. Number 4. Surrender your plans to God. If you are struggling to conceive, one of the best things that you can do is surrender your plans to God. This doesn't mean that you have to give up on having a family, but it does mean that you need to be willing to let go of your need to control everything. God has a plan for your life, and it may be different than what you are planning. For example, maybe you had always dreamed of having 2 children, a boy and a girl. But after trying for years, you are still only able to conceive 1 child, a girl. At this point, you may need to decide whether or not you are willing to surrender your plans to God and accept that maybe He doesn't want you to have 2 children. If you choose to surrender your plans to God, this doesn't mean that you are giving up on having a family. It simply means that you are opening yourself up to the possibility that God may have something different planned for you. You may decide to adopt a child or start a ministry that helps other infertile couples. Ultimately, surrendering your plans to God allows you to free yourself from the stress and anxiety of trying to control everything. And it also allows you to focus on what really matters, which is your relationship with Him. Number 5. Wait on God's time. Waiting on God's time is one of the most difficult things that you may have to do, but it is also one of the most important. God has a perfect plan for your life, and it may take some time before you see the results that you are looking for. For example, maybe you have been trying to conceive a baby boy for years, but you are beginning to think that it may not happen. Don't lose hope. Keep praying and trusting in God's plan. He may have something wonderful planned for you that you just can't see yet. The Bible tells us that we must wait patiently for God to fulfill His promises. This doesn't mean that we have to sit around and do nothing. It simply means that we must continue to trust in God, even when we don't see the results that we want immediately. When we wait on God's time, we allow Him to work in our lives according to His will and purpose. This may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. Trust that God has a plan for your life and that He will fulfill His promises in His own time. Number 6, believe in God's power. One of the most important things to remember is that God is all-powerful, and He can do anything. This means that there is no situation that is beyond His ability to fix. No matter how difficult your situation may seem, don't lose hope. God is able to work all things together for good for those who love Him. This means that even though you may be going through a difficult time right now, God is able to use it to bring about good things in your life in the future. For example, maybe you have been trying to conceive a baby boy for years, but you are starting to think that it may not happen. Don't lose hope. God is able to perform miracles and He can change your situation in an instant. All you have to do is believe in His power and trust that He will take care of everything. When you believe in God's power, you can find strength and comfort in knowing that He is with you through all of life's ups and downs. You can rest assured that no matter what happens, God is in control and He will never leave you or forsake you. Number 7, don't give up. Last but not least, never give up. God is a good Father, and He wants to give you the child that you have always wanted. It may take some time, but eventually your prayers will be answered. Never lose hope. God is with you, and He will help you through this difficult time. Just remember to stay positive and keep your faith in God strong. There you have it. 7 ways to encourage God to give you the gender you prayed for. Infertility and the struggle to conceive can be incredibly challenging, both emotionally and physically, but never lose hope. God is a good Father and He wants to bless you with the child that you have always wanted. Just remember to pray with faith. Seek God in prayer. Trust in God's plan. Surrender your plans to God. Wait on God's time. Believe in God's power, and never give up. If you found this video helpful, please let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.